Hey, what's good, people? It's V-Dust Tech. So I've had the TCL 85-inch QM8 for about 2 weeks now. Just wanted to throw out my first impressions. So obviously this is not a review. I haven't had it long enough. Just some thoughts after a few days. Let me start by saying this is not a review unit. This was not sent out to me. So if I like something, guess what? I really like it. I mainly picked this TV up for 3 reasons. 1, price. 2, size. And 3, brightness. Now, I had no interest in this TV. Personally, I was waiting for the 75-inch Hisense U8K, but out of nowhere, Amazon had a flash sale, and I was able to pick this TV up for a little less than $2,400 after taxes. Now, the U8K would have been about $200 more at a smaller size, so I decided to give TCL a shot. Now, I haven't had a TCL as my main TV since like 2019, and I've never bought higher than the 4 series. So this is like me going all in on a TCL TV, and let me just say, so far 2 weeks in, I am sold. This TV is legit. Now, I would love to say I have no complaints, but that would be a little bit of a lie. Now, a couple dislikes I have, I guess you could call them nitpicky, but guess what? They're things I don't like. But obviously this isn't don't buy this TV or why I'm returning this TV video. This TV is staying right where it is. So obviously I really like this TV. But out the box, I was low-key kind of regretting my decision, because minutes in, as soon as you start taking the pieces out the box, something isn't gonna feel right. So when you take out the stand and the metal base, the base feels incredible. It's a hard piece of metal, feels absolutely fantastic. You're like, okay. But then when you get to the stand, look, I know you have to save money somewhere, but honestly, this stand, yo, it feels cheap as it feels cheap as heck. Let me just say it like that. When you put it together, you will not feel confident about it holding your TV up at all. Maybe it feels decent on like the 65-inch, but when it comes to the 75, the 85, and yo, the monster, that 95-inch, not at all. Now, if you're mounting this TV, you have nothing to worry about. And obviously, 2 weeks has went by, the TV's okay. It does its job. I'm just saying, for a TV this price, coming in at $2,000 plus, you would think the thing that's supposed to hold your expensive large display up, you would think it would be a little bit more sturdy, better build quality. But yo, yes, it works, absolutely, but it's not gonna feel like that when you're putting it together. You're gonna be like, Am I sure about this? This is the first time I ever thought about mounting my TV. That stand, it does its job. It just doesn't feel like that out of the box. Now, next up, the remote. I'm not a fan of this remote. I think there's a lot of like wasted space on here. It could have been much more compact. I don't like that they're still using batteries. I know that there's $500 Samsung TVs out there that have Type-C charging and solar charging. Yo, TCL, step your game up. Some of that money you saved from not investing in the base, in the stand, yo, throw it in the remote. I'm just saying. Step it up a little bit. Do like that the remote is backlit. That is a huge win. I'm just saying, yo, not the best remote out there. And my real biggest actual concern is the speaker / subwoofer on the back of this TV. Now, when you're watching movies, shows, gaming, no issues at all. But let me show you what happens when you play music with some bass. Let's see if I can find something I won't get copywritten for. Now, that does not sound good at all, and it only pops up with like bass heavy music. I've reset the EQ that I've never touched in the first place. I try to balance it, nada. Now, on one hand, that's a little bit concerning, but on the other hand, I never use TV speakers. Never, so it's not a factor for me, but I did want to put it out there. Hopefully it's just mine. When you're watching TV shows and gaming at like a decent level, the speakers do sound really good. You don't need a subwoofer or any type of surround sound system or anything like that. But as you can see, underneath my TV, I do have a sound bar. So that's the only reason. Like I said, I will never use a TV speaker. So that's not a deal breaker for me. Just want to throw it out there. Now, I'm not going to dive too much into the specs, not really a specs person, but the things that was most important to me, you have a 4K mini LED QLED quantum dot display, up to 144 hertz refresh. Now, I only do console gaming, so the most I'm ever going to get is 120 max. Don't plan on hooking up any type of PC to my TV, so never going to be able to test out that 144, but that 120 hertz will handle almost all your games. The TV also has 2000 plus nits of brightness, which was really important to me because my living room gets really bright. I have 4 windows and 2 ceiling windows, so my last TV was not able to handle the reflections and the light at all. Plus, right now it's summer. It's staying light till like 9 o'clock at night. So I wasn't trying to sit in the living room with all the windows covered up and curtains drawn, so I needed something that could handle the brightness. For a small second, I was thinking about going OLED, but when I went to Best Buy and saw the OLED TVs, they weren't the brightest. And so Best Buy most of the time is for like the best setup possible, what you're gonna get. And so if they can't sell it to you and you see in store what you're getting, that this TCL TV next to an OLED brightness wise, it was blowing the OLEDs out the water. And as you can see, this TV right now is only at 50% brightness. So if I ever actually need it to get brighter, there is so much more I can increase it up to, so I never have to worry about my room being too bright. The brightness on this TV is ridiculous. It will blind you. I guarantee you are not watching this TV at 100% brightness. Now, sometimes I do it just cause it's like I have the capabilities. Why not? So sometimes I do watch it at 100%, but most of the time I keep it around like 60 to 80%, and that is more than enough. The brightness on this TV is crazy, which is a big factor on why I picked this up. Now, the display on this TV is absolutely gorgeous. It is not calibrated. I haven't touched it yet. I'm not the best at calibrating, but after a while I can like watch all of my top shows and all of my top movies and calibrate it to the way that I like it. But yo, even without touching it, the colors are the colors are vibrant, the blacks are deep, the picture is clear and crispy. It looks incredible. My 2 top settings for the picture mode is Smart HDR and surprisingly low power. Now, when I'm watching like animated stuff, like my anime, cartoon, stuff like that, I'm almost always watching it in vivid mode. I never use movie mode, never use sports. Like I said, my top 2 is Smart HDR and low power. I do have some more playing to do with this TV. I haven't even used everything. Like I haven't even hooked up my Amazon Alexa Fire Cube to it. I haven't hooked up my NVIDIA Shield. I haven't done any of that yet. I've been streaming only from the applications that's on the TV just to see how well they can handle those type of things. I low-key don't even think you need an extra streaming box. If you don't want to have like a Shield or another box, I don't want to say the A word again because it just dinged. Don't know if you heard it in the background, but you don't need any type of casting or any type of smart box to go with this TV. The applications are really well, The iOS on this TV is really smooth. Nothing is like laggy, no jittering. It's nice and smooth. That's really good news. Now, we are actually only 2 weeks in, so I'm not expecting the operating system to like be sluggish or laggy or anything like that. So we'll have to see how it does after time. Out the box, you did receive an update. I think it's currently on Android 11. Now, I know some people may not like that because I know Hisense is on Android 12, but when it comes to TVs, I don't really think it matters. There's more than enough storage on this TV as well. I think there's 23 gigs on this TV. Let me check it out real quick. I think it's 23 gigs. Settings, let's go to about, hit about, where is it at? So yeah, there's Android 11. Where is that it? No, it is not. But yeah, there's the software update. Here's where you can, now I actually turned off my auto update just in case there's any issues. I will be paying attention to like updates this TV receive online. I'll be checking the forums and stuff, but I don't want my TV to auto update and then all of a sudden there's an issue. So, you know, I'll let everybody else get that update and then I'll come in once once all the bugs are worked out. But yeah, there goes storage. So you can see there's 23 gigs. I've used 2.6, so there is more than enough space on here. There's 18 gigs available. Don't see downloading too many more applications. I might do it just cause you know, you got the extra storage, why not use it? But I have all of my main apps on here already. Yo, this TV is incredible. If those things I told you might bother you, I don't see many reasons for not picking this TV up. The only reason I would say not to pick this TV up is if you're a gamer. Now, this TV can absolutely handle gaming, but if you are only buying this TV just to game, you only want to game on this TV, can it do it? Absolutely, no issues. But I would say there's better gaming TVs out there. But if you want to game occasionally, if you're a movie watcher, a sports lover, yo, I would say this TV is dope. Pay attention to sales. Wait for it to be discounted. This is a dope TV. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'll see what other videos I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do a gaming video and a tips and trick video. Let me know which one you would be more interested in, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's Vito's Tech. Later.